Welcome to Complexity Made Simple. My name is Paul Allen, and the subject of today's video newsletter, well, we're going to go back really and look at, well, what is Six Sigma? What is Six Sigma really? And this is an answer to a thought I had recently at a Six Sigma conference. I was there making a presentation, making a speech at the conference, and of course I watched everyone else make presentations at the conference, and I became very aware that everyone else was talking about the top of Six Sigma, senior management, what is senior management up to, etc. How do they lead Six Sigma? How do they make these things happen? And I stood up and I made a presentation about the bottom of Six Sigma, about the experts at the bottom. And I really just want to unpack what is Six Sigma, what's going on at the top, what's going on at the bottom, and have a little look at all the pieces. Because you hear people and you see comments on the internet and they say it's smoke and mirrors, it doesn't really happen, it isn't really better, it isn't really different, it doesn't really do anything, etc., etc. So let's just have a little look and talk practically about what is Six Sigma. All right, so as I mentioned, you can look at this from two perspectives. You can look at it from the top, and of course at the top of this thing it is potentially your business strategy. Okay, now from the point of view of Motorola, it was definitely their business strategy. Why was it definitely their business strategy? Because what this is, what the experts are capable of at the bottom of this process, they are world-class technical problem solvers. That's what the green belts and the black belts are. They are world-class technical problem solvers. And Motorola had a very specific problem. They needed to improve their quality by 1,800 times. Their business strategy was all about catching up with their competitors who were absolutely outperforming them by 1,000,000 miles out in the market. So of course, if that's the situation, it's a business strategy. And of course, if you're going to transform the company and you're going to transform the in-market, this is the in-market performance, by the way, the quality performance that needed to be 1,800 times better, you need to get serious. So what Motorola did, they went and looked at the world-class way of solving technical problems, and basically they got organized. So they started to form a structure, which is, let's get some experts. The experts, they decided to call them black belts. Why did they call them black belts? Because they said our world-class experts will have no barriers. They will have all the tools they need to solve any technical problem that they come across. They will have no barriers. They will be world-class technical problem solvers. That's what a black belt is, by the way. If you don't believe that, if you want to call me up and take the challenge, I'm happy to fix any technical problem you have in your manufacturing plant. If I don't fix it, you don't have to pay me. I don't care what the technology is. I don't care what your company does. I have been trained as a world-class technical problem solver. Now, where did they get this stuff? They didn't invent this. This isn't new. This isn't all this smoke and mirrors thing. This isn't new. Where did they get this from? Well, They got it from the experts. Deming, Juran, Taguchi. That's where they got it from. In other words, the 1940s, the 1950s, the 1960s. And so at the bottom of this structure is world-class technical problem solving. These guys taught the Japanese how to do it. The Japanese listened to them. They did exactly what Deming and Juran told them to do. They became world-class at manufacturing. That is why Motorola went to do the same thing. They looked at what was world-class, and then their black belt agenda. How do you train these people? How do you train them to become world-class technical problem solvers? Well, you go into the 1940s and the 1950s and you find best practice. And that's what they did. Now then, people then say, well, what do I do after Six Sigma? And I think, well, I don't quite understand what you mean. Look what you did. You decided, what's my business strategy? What's my problem? What do my customers want? So one of the things you might be doing here is, you might be asking this question. What do my customers want? Now in this case they happen to want this. So Six Sigma, the actual toolkit, that the world-class technical problem solvers, was the response. But what happens if your customers say, I want faster lead times? Now I need you to service the market much quicker. You've got to get to market much quicker. Well, this won't be the response. Now what you'll do is you'll say, well, all of my people down here, what skills do they need? Now they need lean skills. Okay, so your business strategy is always going to ask, what do my customers want? Your response is always to empower your people with the skills they need to deliver what the customers want. Maybe what your customers want is innovative new designs. Well, in that case, you're not going to need necessarily Lean or Six Sigma, although the Taguchi material there is all about design for Six Sigma, so maybe there might be a little bit of Six Sigma in there, but you want innovation, you want new ideas. Maybe what you've got to do is you've got to get out to the best universities in the world and you've got to recruit the best and most innovative minds that you could possibly find from university. But you're always going to be doing this, and you're always going to be trying to decide what skills you need at the bottom. So Six Sigma's not a fixed thing. This skill set isn't necessarily fixed. The one thing I would say, of course, is once you've decided that you want to be world class technically, well, ongoing, whilst your business strategy might not be driving you in that direction, your technical people always need those skills. So once you say, I need Six Sigma to run my business, my technical people need to be world class at running technical processes, well, you've got to keep this going. Everybody that comes into a technical position needs this skill. It's not a skill, by the way, that's naturally with you. It's not a skill that you get from university. So you're going to have to train them in this. So whilst it's not at the top of the process, your business strategy, you're going to have to keep everybody that comes into your company up to the world-class level that everybody is currently at. So there is no what's after Six Sigma. There's a new business strategy. Yeah, okay. What's after Six Sigma? But you don't stop feeding the skill level. You have to keep feeding it, because in order to catch up with your competition, you needed this level of technical problem solving. Now, where I typically work is down here. I teach people to be world-class technical problem solvers. If you want world-class technical problem solvers, you should go and get some people trained to black belt or green belt level. But here's a key point. Don't send them out to get a certificate. these people, the real people, they are doers. They've gone out and they've done projects. They will have genuinely have fixed some of the hardest technical problems you've ever seen. They will make machinery perform at levels your company has never seen. Don't go and find someone who's passed a course online and been given a certificate. That is not a black belt. That is not a world-class technical problem solver. He needs to be, they need to be someone that's done it. Plenty of projects, plenty of success. And by the way, they're the kind of projects that you should attach the money to. I know that one of the problems with this is Motorola claimed to have saved 30-40 billion pounds, almost more money than they actually cost to run the business. And so some of that sounds like smoke and mirrors. But actually, if you talk to these guys, talk to the doers, the people that have made processes, machinery, technical problems disappear. They've made machinery sing like companies have never seen before. That's what's at the bottom of Six Sigma. It's existing. This is what's at the top of Six Sigma. It's existing. Wasn't new. The only thing that was new was the phrase Six Sigma, which actually referred to this target. That's all it referred to. It referred to the fact that they were trying to achieve that. They just happened to put it in a different phrase. They didn't say, let's be 1,800 times better in the market. They said, all our processes need to be at Six Sigma, and if they are, we'll achieve that. So actually, originally, Six Sigma was just a target. That's all it is. But it can be a business strategy. But at the bottom, what is it and why should you do it? It is world-class technical problem solving. You would want all your engineers to be world-class technical problem solvers, wouldn't you? Now then, if you'd like to leave some comments below this video, be great for my channel, that would be fantastic. If you want to take the Six Sigma challenge, I'd love to hear from you. If you want to give me a challenge, if I can't fix it, don't pay me. Take the Six Sigma challenge, and if you'd like to ask me any other questions, any other videos that you'd like me to make on any subject relating to Six Sigma and SPC, design of experiments, design for Six Sigma, etc., please drop me a message and I'll see what I can do. But in the meantime, Six Sigma, business strategy, or world-class technical problem solving, you need this. You need all your technical people to be world-class technical problem solvers. So what can you do? You can make more money.